Hi everyone, this is Antonio Maeso, Spanish TT rider, and this is my second MVP Maeso video pruebas for the Spanish. This is for the English version of the Maeso Maeso motor review, and this time I'm going to talk about the BMW XR1000. This new model that combines what it will be a sport bike with a trial bike. And you have here in different colors. These are the official pictures of BMW. Well, you have here, you can see that you can put also cases at the back, probably also a top case, and these are original accessories from BMW. So while I'm setting all my onboard cameras and stuff, so I'll tell you later how it goes on roads, let me show you a few of the advantages or a few of the shots of the details that call my attention about this bike. And by the way, you can follow me on Periscope or Twitter, so with the news at the right moment I'm doing my stuff. So this is the XR1000 unit. I've been lent by the Almeria's dealer Luis Contreras for this test. And the first thing that caught my attention is that steering damper comes from the road bike, and it works really well. And this bike really need it because it's so stable, so firm. That you really need, because you get sometimes the front shaking head, and that works. This is the big difference, the upper yoke with this clamp for the high for the handlebar. Also mentioned that it has some electronic suspension, rear and front, and so you can adjust if you are riding on your own or if you got passenger. If you want a softer or harder settings from the bike, and it goes adjusting itself as you go. I haven't noticed much difference when I was riding the bike, but especially when you set the 1 or 2 passengers on the bike, the initial setting is different, and it works well setting the preload of the bike. Now hydraulic clutch for this bike, and this is the front view you get when you sit on this BMW. It also, you can see here the dash in a closer view, pretty similar to the one at the S1000, and with a lot of information and the big tacho in the center. This is the master cylinder of this bike with this BMW design, very modern, and also the handguard. And you can see also the fuel tank with this plastic protectors or attachments that it goes well with the red color. Another good thing is the central stand. Central stand is it puts a bit of more weight on this bike, but it's very helpful for maintenance and for servicing this bike. And the position of the rear sets are a bit forward than what you will find in the S1000, so more comfortable definitely. And another good thing of this bike is this quick shifter. Is original BMW. It's so smooth and it's so funny to ride with, because it gives you this seamless way of shifting that is very, very common in nowadays in racing. And the front windscreen really works well. It's also adjustable. As I said before, you got here these handguards for the wing, for any stunts that maybe is coming from another ride in front of you, anything. So it's very useful as well. The S1000XR logo for this red BMW. And also, of course, talking about this bike, the core of this bike is this engine, 4 in line with 160 brake horsepower, and coming from the S1000. And this exhaust pipe Also, this muffler is not as big as it could be because of the emissions. So it's nice. It's not bulky. I wouldn't say it's not well resolved. At the rear we have this LED slide and also the lock for the key to open the rear seat. And talking about the seat, quite comfortable. It's not hard, it's not soft, somewhere in the middle, wide enough, especially for the passenger for long trips, so well resolved. And here is the rack at the back of the bike, so you can put here the top case and also grab yourself in hard accelerations for the passenger. It comes, this bike, with this grill for this net for protecting the radiators from being holed, which is another good thing. And the front fork and the front end itself is very powerful braking. It's light because those hollow wheels, and it comes all from the S1000, so very good stuff. As you can see, the front face of this bike is all reminding the S1000. Here all the buttons to control the different modes and different settings of the traction control, also of the electronic suspension. And on the left, a VCR device with also with the cruise control, and you can disconnect the ABS, the trip info, everything is this bike really comes fully packaged with the electronics and everything you could imagine. So I don't know, maybe it was this particular unit, but anyway, it comes with all the electronic gadgets you can imagine now in a sport bike. So also we have to mention this these tubes here for attaching the cases, the original that BMW manufactured for this bike, which is it's not a pretty thing having that there at the back, but it's very useful when you can just click your cases there, and are very useful for long trips or even for a city drive. This is the front view of the bike, and now it's time to get myself ready to get started, putting here on my onboard camera so I can show you as much as I can all the different views what you will feel if you were riding this motorcycle. I have to say that in general this BMW feels like a sport bike, road bike, like could be the S1000XR of even an R1 or Suzuki GXR, any of these sport bikes. It feels the same, but just with the riding position of the trial bike, and that's changed the whole movie because you don't get tired as quickly as in a sport bike. You get much more control, you get more protection from the wind, unless you are using one of those tall TT screens on your sport bike. So much easier, and it's a bike you're really you are all the time really looking to ride it, because it's not, I mean, it's not painful at all at any moment. You don't have to be extremely fit to really enjoy and to go for a ride on this bike when you should be for the sport bikes on roads, because they are so demanding. Otherwise you will be stopping every 30-40 miles to rest a bit because of the pain on your wrist and everything. So here I was riding around at the Almeria circuit. Well, riding around, no, turning around at the paddock, and because I stopped by to change the position of the onboard cameras, It really, when you step on this bike, you think you are in a trial bike because the position is completely bad. As soon as you switch on the key for to start the engine, and you feel the falling line, everything changes, because quickly you realize that the kind of riding that it demands is a sport riding. By the way, don't buy Chinese cable ties, as you can see here. Anyway, so yes, ready to go. This is the position. This is what you get when you, I mean, the low power, the low at the bottom of the reps. I mean, the power is soft, is smooth, because it's a falling line. You don't get that punch of that push you will get in the GS 1200 or in the KTM 1050 or 1290 adventure bike. However, in those you don't get the top range or the top reps you get in this on this bike. So that's the main difference. And as you can see, riding on the roads, you got high speeds with this bike so quickly, because it's so easy for the engine to push you with very limited or almost no vibration on the handlebars or anywhere. You see also here I'm on a motorway, and the riding on the motorways is, well, this bike at the legal speeds, it doesn't make any sense. You could go on a scooter better than on such a powerful bike, but I mean, you can do motorway. The protection is very good. The engine is silk, really. At those speeds, you don't even feel it. You don't even hear it, and you can't even set the cruise control in that motorway, so you forget about that. But as I said, this bike is for doing something like this. You get out for your cottage, as I did in this picture, and you accelerate hard. You put second, third, fourth, using the quick shifter, looking for the top hand for the high reps of this engine, and enjoy what really this bike gives, which is this feeling you are riding a sport bike. It's quite nimble, it's quite stable. It doesn't move much, changing direction at all. However, you get some bumps, so you are in a bumpy road. Despite of the electronic suspension, this bike unsettles itself because of it's so firm, so rigid, as it will be an S1000. So in that way, I would say that this bike, you are going to enjoy this bike better in very good roads rather than in the secondary or B roads, bumpy ones, because of that feeling you get from the bike. It's quite stable, it's quite rigid, that gives you the feeling you are on a sport bike, almost on a racing bike. It's so accurate how you end and how you get into the corner, how you exit, braking point. You can brake hard, it's not moving at all, it's not transferring weight from front to rear. Very stable, very much as you could find on an S1000, as I said. But however, it's not probably as comfortable as you are used to, or you will think from a trial bike like the GS, or I mentioned the other KTM. So it's a revy bike. You see how the revs go up easily, and it's powerful enough, 160 horsepower, as I said. But I would have liked BMW leaving the other remaining 40 from the S1000 on this bike, so you could get that sensation, feeling of lifting the front in any acceleration. that hyperspace, as it's called, speed you get in the S1000 with the 200 horsepower you can get. But anyway, enough to go much faster than what you I recommend to go on legal road, on normal roads, as I say. But I personally don't like that tendency of down sizing down, yeah, putting the power down because of the conversion from a road bike to a trial bike or adventure bike, like as BMW finds this XR. Although I think the adventure with this bike is the real adventure is to go out for a ride and not be caught by the radar or the police. But anyway, then another super advantage of this bike, definitely that sets it apart from the road bikes or from the sport bikes, is the possibility of using the bike in the city or commuting, as you see here I'm doing, because that's a huge difference, because it's just the setting, it's just the way you are sitting on the bike, on the high position, the high handlebar, the position of the rear sets, everything's more comfortable, everything's more controllable. Well, it's much easy to use, by far less tiring. So it is a bike you don't mind to use to go around the city, to go for very, very short trips, because as I say, although it's hard, it's firm, the riding position is so nice, so you don't care really. So that gives another very good advantage and possibility to this bike, apart of the enjoyment you get on normal roads for your rides. So I'm finishing this review. I'm leaving the bike here back to the dealer in Almeria, Luis Contreras, which I thank a lot for lending me this unit to use it. Luis Contreras in Almeria in the south of Spain. You can find all the BMWs, all the range, and the best professionals there to give you any information you need about the bikes. So thank you very much for watching this. I hope you have liked it. Try my best to put this also in English. I'll give you more reviews soon in English too. So please give me a like and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.